Voila, thanking you. Welcome back to another weekly episode on your podcast. Let me just give you a shout out if you are new to the channel. Sibonga bafethu, it's a new week. This is your boy Walter again. Not much to cover, but it was a weekend that it was exciting. Congratulations to the champions. Once again, Orlando Pirates have successfully defended the MTN 8 title. So against Mamelodi Sundowns, not much games, but fit to sokhuluma kakhulu. We're just going to be talking about the game because that's the only game. That was the last game that was played before the FIFA break for those 2 weeks. Local football, even international, not even everywhere. It's a FIFA international break, so no domestic teams are going to be playing apart from another thing is sokhuluma is the Carling Black Label draw that was happening earlier today. And so kulumang about the game itself, what happened, what could have been, and all these things, But before we do that, or before we go any further, please don't forget to support your boy in the sense where you like. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share the video on your social media platforms. We are available on all social media platforms. But also, when you share the video, it helps the algorithm to push it to more people like yourself who are interested in the game itself, So yeah, let's get to it. I'm not sure where to start, but like I said, the only thing we can talk about is the game. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Orlando Pirates. It was a sold-out affair. It was a good turnout. Before I go to the game, what's interesting is the Mina Bengazil. I know there was Kaiser Chiefs fans as well, but Orlando Pirates dominated that stadium. That's just. The atmosphere is very good. Game was very good to watch. Sundowns resulted pull through, but most of them were like Orlando Pirates fans, and maybe Nama Kaiser Chiefs this minyile ukuthi vele Pirates win. Coming to the game, guys, it's a final. I don't think, for me, when you look at my lineups, the players that were involved who were selected in the first 11, even though it's the changes, whoever was going to be selected, very. They had to show up. There had to be a hero and a zero, But sorry, what's interesting that at the end of the day, again, a few decisions from the ref side had to decide the match. But to be fair, Kaiser Chiefs as well were put under the same sword. So probably people are saying it was probably justice. It was decisions evening themselves out, and for me, I expected it because Sundowns, to be fair, was under a bit of scrutiny because a lot of decisions have been going their way this time. So it was going to be interesting to see how the game was going to unfold. But to be fair on them, Pirates 120 minutes didn't have a shot at goal. I think Sundowns only had two as well. Not really threatening from both teams. Sundowns had the bulk of the not really the possession, but the chances. I mean, there were two clear chances. Ayena got a chance. Shaluli got a chance. Tembazwane got a chance. And this was in the first minute by a mistake with defense. As usual, for me, I've scanned them. Sundowns, they will punish you with your own mistakes sometimes. And they will create, because if they successfully unlock your defenses, the only thing there's left is just to bury those chances. But they needed to dig deep. The usual culprits, which is Suzwane and Shalulile, were not really on song. Big up to you Pirates for having enough heart to really not allow the midfield Sundowns to bully them. Abo Mukwena, they were at work. Abo Kekana, they were at work. Abo Ribado Kutsia, they were at work. Kumvala had a bandage, they were at work. So I think Pirates has to be proud of themselves in terms of how the defensive shape was made. Abu Mnare was surprised because I thought Ndlodlo probably was going to be chosen. He went for Erasmus this time around. But it was the usual lineup. Spilova injured, and that came in for him. So, for me, I told you guys, it was going to be a tactical game. You were not going to be seeing a high-scoring match. It was going to be maybe 1-0. And that would have been made if, let's say, for example, Sundowns did get a legitimate penalty. Because now I understand, but after seeing the review yesterday from both sides, from SABC Sport, the extra time on Super Sport, both refs this time do agree that the push, that trip Yaga team over Shaduli was actually a legitimate penalty. So maybe if that was awarded, Sundowns would have actually won it 1-0 because it needed decisive decisions. But the ref didn't give them a penalty that time, and it had to go all the way to our penalties, which now someone had to step up. We expect to Ronan Williams since he's a shortstopper, but I think for me, I don't think he was exposed, Williams. It's just that you see this thing of having a good defense. Sometimes it can be your weakness because you're not really used to saving a lot of balls, penalties. They don't get penalties against them at times. So you could find that there was that rust because we don't even know if Williams is good in penalties. We just know he's a good goalkeeper. He's number one there, and that personality, because I'm a penalty thing in personality. If you've seen in the years gone back, Onyango, no Mwen, they've actually were critical in cup games when it comes to my penalties because you have to this intimidation thing they had. They looked more confident my penalties when the kicker was taking the ball, even though they would lose, but they knew they would save one. So it needs that kind of behavior. And whatever Martinez kind of like. So my penalties, that's why there's specialists for penalties. And I think Sundowns were not ready for that because they wanted to probably win it in 120 or maybe 90 minutes. So Williams doesn't have that personality. I don't know what you guys think. Maybe you guys have a difference of opinion in that regard. But for me, I saw with Williams is not necessarily good in terms of penalties. He can save 1 or 2, but maybe he lacked that confidence. Mklambe, he was drained from the game itself. Being involved in the game alone and having fans and all these things, and maybe feeling like certain decisions should have gone for them at times. Maybe it was that. But you have to play until the final whistle. And this is where Pirates came in. So Sipo Shaine gave the Pirates confidence that they can go all the way when the coach was closing his eyes. So there was a lot of emotion. It deserved a spectacle like a final where we didn't know where it was going. At times, Pirates made them half chances. They just didn't have that final touch where it can be clinical to see that it was creating chances. But they didn't break. They did get breaks at times. So that match, for the emotion that it gave us, it deserved all the attention. Pirates deserve to win this time because Kuma Cups have actually been a stronger outfit. So it's Sundowns now. I don't think they deserve to lose, to be fair. But look, Maida Bamaref, we've been talking about it, and we'll continue talking about it because they get it right sometimes, they don't get it right. But to be fair, Obong at the top this time around, I don't like him as much because Majara Natina, he doesn't get them right. But this time around, for that game, I would give him an 8 out of 10. It's just that blunder. Leaga, Erasmus, no Ronan Williams, and that penalty corner. So that's the only mistake I felt that he had made. Just hold on. Yeah, so that's the only mistake from our side they had made. And yeah, man, coming to the game itself, I think that's all I had to in terms of analysis and talk about the game. So today it was the draw of the Carling Black Label Cup. Now, just to give context to people who don't understand, remember, the Black Label Cup usually was a pre-season cup between the Pirates and the Chiefs. And what had happened is last season they changed the stipulations where now you had to vote for the teams in the last 16. So they opened it up to 2 teams, but you need to vote for them. So you guys are in the top 4 for that particular day, which Sundowns won. But now that was still an unofficial trophy. It was still a pre-season trophy. Now, why they're launching it differently this time, that it's a knockout competition, it's going to be replacing the Telkom knockout competition. Remember, usually we have a knockout competition, we have Nedbank, which includes the 32 teams, and we have MTN. So those are the 3 official trophies usually per season we're supposed to have. So it was discontinued because of COVID and schedules and on and so on and so forth. So now it's been introduced back. But I guess now Telkom is no longer going to be the sponsor for that competition for the PSA. So now I'm guessing SAP, Black Label thought they could take over that competition. Now, what does this mean? Being an official competition, a tournament, meaning the last people or the last team to win it was the Sundowns. I think it was 2020, 2019, 2020, or 2021, between there. The last team to win it, they were in the final, they beat Maritzburg in the final. So that's the competition. So the Black Label Cup, for those who are confused, who are not sure exactly what it means, it's an official tournament, it's an official cup. Just to explain in the works, the people who have won it more than anyone is Kaiser Chiefs. As you know, cup specialists have won it 13 times. Sundowns has won it 4. Pirates has never won this competition. So that's what a Black Label Cup or Black Label Knockout Cup means. Ne? Which they've added their own tricks and spanners where there's going to be voting, and there's also going to be whoever wins it, an all-star team next year, January 6. But that's an official cup tournament. So it's all it's what is it's a wafa as well. It's a knockout competition. But this time at least they have 16 teams. Just to mention a few, Pirates have been drawn against the Cape Town Spurs. Sundowns has been drawn against ETX Galaxy. They're going to be playing away. ETX Galaxy is going to be the home team. Pirates is going to be the home team against Cape Town Spurs. That's going to be interesting. Derek versus Goliath. And in Kaiser Chiefs are going to be playing at home against the Amazon. To mention just a few, then the other teams, you can check it out yourselves on social media. I'll drop the picture as well on my as a post, so you can see so which teams are going to be playing against who. So remember, there's going to be last 16, last 8, last 4, and obviously last 2. Semis, then it's going to be the final. The final, what's nice about it this time around, look at the schedule, it's going to be played on the 16th of December, which is going to be interesting to know when is the league ending, because usually the last fixture is about my 14th, 13th, so maybe it's going to give us that. Why they're doing it, I guess, is because remember January, February, summer day, next year goes like AFCON, so maybe it's going to overlap because of that. And they're trying to give it a stretch, so at least you have more games to cover in the DSTV Premiership. So it's an official cup. For those who are confused, because I've had a lot of questions about, is it still a pre-season tournament? What's happening? So that's what the Black Label Cup means. So Smonile now, man of the match is going to be winning 100,000. So you guys can vote for your man of the match per game. And so forth and so on. So that's what's been going on, guys. We don't have much. To be fair with you guys, the only game I had to talk about was the Pirates and Sundowns final, the MTN 8, and this time around. So we're going to the FIFA break Friday. If you guys are tuned in, Eswatini. Ibafana Bafana is playing against Eswatini, and then they're playing, I don't know, Ivory Coast the following week. Then the dates. Because remember, we cover Pirates, Chiefs, and Sundowns. They haven't been confirmed. So stay tuned for this week and next week. I'll give you updates on where the games are going to be played, so we can have a conversation about it and we're going to talk about it. But I'd like to appreciate the subscribers, the people who watch my videos or view my videos, who keep me viewers. I appreciate you guys. You guys give me steam to continue. We're on 577 at the moment. We're chasing 1,000 subscribers at the moment, so I can get monetized, so we can actually get a better room, so we can be able to have a better podcast. So for me, it's not much to say. That's it for now. See you this week or next week when you cover Bafana Bafana. Usually there's not much coverage there, but if not, we'll talk about what's happening and maybe our transfers, and we'll see what kind of topics we can talk about. So that's it for me. If you've made it until this far, guys, I appreciate you. I love you, and God bless you. And last one, don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to click on that notification bell, so every time we have these kind of conversations, you are the first person to know. Again, I'm a pioneer. Congratulations, guys. You guys are once more champions. In 16 months, we've won 3 titles. That is a big thing. I've seen things on the Kaiser Chiefs, homework buffet for you guys. And Sundowns, as usual, you guys are going to be playing AFL pretty soon. Going to be, at least we have a lot of content there to talk about. So from my side, thank you. See you next week. Sharp.